My name is Marvin XFiles, and today we got a special guest. We got my boy Crispy, keeping it crispy donut, man. What's up?
Yo, keep it crispy, y'all. What it do?
Yeah, Crispy here.
Yeah.
So we about to do this Madam Webb review. We just got out of the theaters, and I had to drive back. I was in a rush, and I decided, you know what? Why not have Crispy on my channel? And let's do this review, and let's start cooking. Now, this Madam Webb story is about Cassandra Webb. She is a paramedic, and she starts to manifest these visions of her superpowers are coming in, and she has to protect these three girls from this mysterious adversary because he wants three of them deleted. So we are here with, this is a Sony movie. Let me repeat that. This is a Sony movie. And Sony has a track record of doing Venom 1, Venom Let There Be Carnage, and they're also doing Kraven the Hunter. And this is their newest project that just released on Valentine's Day.
Don't forget about that Morbius too.
And Morbius. And Morbius. So this is a movie review. Now let's start at the beginning. I must say I didn't like any of these characters that was presented to us. I didn't like any of them, man. Hey, but what do you think about characters?
Yeah, they tried to give you backstory towards the characters, and it just wasn't effective. I felt like I didn't care for any of them. Like, it was just not effective at all. I didn't care for any of the characters, none of the plot points, and they just kept, every time the movie went on, they would just steamroll with illogical after illogical scene of events that make no sense. There's so many plot holes in this movie. It's just ridiculous, bro.
And you went ahead, but all right. But I was talking about these characters. These characters were not fully cooked, half-assed, on raw, and they only gave us a brief summary about these characters, and they did not give us much about them, and they told us, and you didn't feel a connection with any of the characters. And I felt that, okay, all right. I mean, it's something, but you have not only one act, you have a second act and a third act, and I did not care about these girls whatsoever. I didn't care about none of them. I didn't care about Dakota Johnson. That is our main protagonist. It's a female-led movie, and this film is about female empowerment, as we all know, and it's inclusion heavy.
They're checking boxes.
And they're checking boxes. They are definitely and you got a black girl, a Latino, and a Caucasian girl. You have every ethnicity except for the Asian. But overall,
they overall, were Asian.
That's the only thing that they were missing. But overall, and they, oh my God, and they talked about everyone had a very progressive mindset in the background of like where they come from, especially in this is a review. It ain't a spoiler, so I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But you just know you have to be open-minded into today's society and how it's running and what people pander to. This is what this movie's about.
And ironically, even though it's like it has like this agenda heavy and they're checking boxes and stuff like that, ironically the characters are kind of sexualized in the way I think.
Unintentional.
Unintentional. It seemed like it was unintentional.
Facts,
I don't think that they knew that,
but
for some reason the characters were sexualized in some more ways than one.
Yeah,
so it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought that they was on some type of progressive training. I'm like, dang, and they sending another woman back. They send them back. You can't have any type of thing up in this movie. but I felt dirty afterwards. I said, "Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I don't know what's coming
You could
on.
feel it.
Hey, but what's coming in on my head
It's
and in my
like-
body? You got the tingles." I was like, "Whoa, well, what's going on?"
In terms of tone and like storytelling, I feel like this movie does not know what it wants to be. It thinks it knows, and it feels it. No, it doesn't feel like it, but I feel like they think that they hit these high notes, and they help you understand, but no, it's incoherent.
It is.
At best.
It is. And then I didn't like how moving the plot, it wasn't a build up to how, and you get from over here to over there. It just, all right,
That's
fast.
illogical moments that makes no sense. Even though they're helping you see into the future on some instances through her eyes, it just gets tangled up and I don't even think you could call it a web. It's like those cords that you get where you gotta untangle. It's just freaking ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah. I agree. It was that terrible. It was that bad. And we could have some good moments out of this, a couple laughs, but I didn't like any of these characters. I didn't care about who was who. And then I didn't know that Mike Epps, he was up in this movie.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I thought that he did a good job. But Mike Epps, he did a good job. I said, okay. He wasn't even on screen that much, but he did a decent job. He did way better than in the girls. I'm sorry, he did way better. And then and they tried to have freaking Spider-Man up in this, but he didn't shoot out any type of webs.
Yeah.
But you can tell that it was some type of relationship or association with the Spider-Man brand, but it was a knockoff. It was a knockoff sort of. It was like Shasta, and you got Coca-Cola.
Even though this is classified as I guess an action movie or action adventure, I see it more as a horror comedy. But with that, it's like, yeah, the Spider-Man, or I guess Spider People is what they call them, is just basically a knockoff of what these characters can, or what they're trying to take inspiration from. It just makes no sense.
Yeah. A lot of things up in this movie did not make sense, man. And I said, well, how does that make any sense? Like, you say, for instance, if that me, I am a criminal, and like I've been accused of things, and like I am wanted. I need to be in handcuffs, and I'm out here traveling across the world, and I'm using credit cards and all that, and they should be able to trace my
location, know who I am, and where I am.
And you said it all. Yes.
Yeah.
Throw it all out of, I'm still traveling as if I am a civilian who is living everyday life on my best behavior, and I'm not. That's crazy. I didn't understand any of it. And the dialogue is bad. The dialogue, it was just very bad. It didn't incite me. And the villain, the adversary, every time he talked, he didn't seem innocent to me. He didn't have that appeal in my eyes, in his image, in his voice. It wasn't
not only
as
that, his action scenes were trash too.
And it made no sense. If you're doing this and you're to these people, and you can get these girls, exactly. It should not be no hesitation, no type of roadblock in your way.
The time this takes place, they think that they have you say, oh, this technology doesn't exist yet, this and that. But even by those standards within that time period, basically anything could have. They had the means to find those characters and stuff like that. So,
yeah. I felt as if that they really tried to insult my intelligence with me watching this movie. They really tried to insult my intelligence, and I was like, what?
I mean, this is probably the best thing on CW, which I think they should have kept it on the CW, but they decided to bring it to the movie theater.
This guy.
But the best CW show you would probably see out there.
Yes. This right here is CW at its finest. It's its peak moment. It's hitting the freaking ceiling. This is CW quality type of show, but it's up in movie format. I'll give you that, Joe. Facts. This is it right here. It's being presented to you on Valentine's Day. This is it.
Right, yeah.
On Valentine's Day. That they had the nerve. I'm not taking Abel, my girl, in to watch this bull crap. Nah, Abel, we're going to do something else. And in the audience, I was able making comments while I was watching this movie. I was making comments. And people were laughing and stuff. People knew that it was a garbage movie. Me, I actually went out and I purchased a ticket. And you see this right here? Oh, man. And you can't see it. But we went to the movies and we decided to watch this female-led movie. So, and we're not sexist. Please don't label us as sexist. We actually spent money and we gave it a chance.
We enjoyed it, but for all the wrong reasons, I mind you.
Yeah, and it was a comedy. It was a comedy to me. I was laughing and like it wasn't even funny moments, but it was funny to me because in my brain juice, brain blast. I felt as if I was Jimmy Neutron and the brain that started working. I said, "Oh wow."
Yeah, for me, it was a comedy, but it was also horror. Some things were horrifying.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, horror comedy. There you have it.
Yeah. And like, it's an action sci-fi movie. It was 1 hour and 52 minutes. 4 minutes, and I felt as if that it was terrible, and I would have to say their best efforts, it didn't amount to anything. And producing this movie, I want to know in the writers hold on, dog. Let me see these writers. And the writer is S.J. Clarkson. I don't know if that's a male or a woman.
I think he wrote for the CW, probably. Yeah.
He probably did. Let's see. No, it's a woman. It's a woman. It's a British television director. That's our director is a woman. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where's the writer at? Where is the writer at? Let me see, man. Writer. Let me see.
Go to IMDb.
All right, got you. Man, that's crazy. Hold on. Let's go to the writer because I know that this has to be
the writer.
Matt Sazama and Bert Sharpless.
Oh yeah, Sharp. That says it
and
all.
Claire Parker.
Not Sharp at all. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, he did Morbius. It makes sense. He did Morbius. Oh my God. Who's Claire Parker? I don't know, but overall, man, it was bad. And me, but with their best efforts, it was their best. And the costumes designs were okay. It was only one good costume up in this movie, and it was the black and white one. I forgot her name, but she had the best costume.
Yeah, these characters aren't even memorable to where you will forget their names as soon as you walk out the goddamn theater.
Facts. And this is not a superhero movie, This is not a superhero movie.
They classify it as one, but I'm not sure if I would be spoiling it if we.
Nah, yo, don't do that.
Okay, yeah.
Well, do you recommend people to go and see this?
Only if you want to laugh. I mean, I won't recommend it, but literally, if you do want to laugh and you want to see some horrifying shit, you could go ahead and see this movie. Yeah, spend your money on a ticket. It's definitely worth it for them laughs. I'll say that much.
Me, I do not recommend it, and if I had to give this movie a grade, how would you grade it, Gerald?
What's worse than an F?
I guess a Z.
Z? Okay, yeah, I'll give it a Z.
Z.
WXYZ. There you go.
Oh wow. Okay. Me, I would give it F, a fail. This is a failure. Their best effort, and it came up with this grade of big fat F. And man, my name is Marvin XFiles. And if it doesn't got that X, that stamp, it is real, it is authentic. And I'm here with
Crispy donut. Yeah, keep it crispy, y'all.
Crispy. Two fingers. We out. Deuces.